This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
Frank Gore is a little over 1,000 yards, like 1,000. I don't know if he'll get there because it's 1,379 yards, but he's 1,379 yards away from Walter Payton's record. Now, he's not going to get it this year. I don't think he'll get it in 2 years rushing overall if he hangs out for another year, which it's possible with that guy. You know what I mean? But he is with the Jets. They wanted to bring in another running back. So to me, this whole Le'Veon Bell thing is not what it's, what it should be, like your bell cow, because he's your best back and he's a dynamic back. And he wants more carries, and yet, Adam Gase is a weirdo, and he likes to use the old back, whether it's Arian Foster or Frank Gore or whatever, even though he has a better back there, in Kenyon Drake, he still used the wrong back. And I like Frank Gore, don't get me wrong, he's awesome. He's had an amazing career, and he's been in the league forever, especially after a couple knee injuries from high school to college to get to the NFL. But the fact that he's 1,379 yards away, I don't have a problem with a classy dude like this passing Walter. Okay? To me, it's not about that at all. But it's just interesting that normally you would say he has no shot at this record. But only because he's with Gase. Now, the question is, will Gase be there the second year? Because he's not going to get 1,300 yards in 1 year. Now, maybe he can get those 1,400 yards in 2 seasons where he's rushing for 600-700 yards each year, and he puts himself in that position to be there. I don't know if Gase lasts. I hope Gase is there for 10 more years because, I want the Jets to suck forever. And I know Adam Gase is going to do his share of sucking, so I'm good with it. But it's funny that if Gase does hang around for a couple years, he'd be stupid enough to give it to the slowest back he has. And again, nothing to pick on Frank Gore, but at this point, he's not the back you should be using. If you're starting or giving him the bulk of the carries, you are doing a disservice to your running game. Let's be honest now. You have very little chances of any kind of home run. He has no top-end speed now at this point. He's really a short yardage guy, a guy who plays in the box, going to get some tough yardage. He's a super character guy, great leader in the locker room. You want him for so many reasons, but at this point, you don't want him as your number one back. But how twisted is it that if he has the right coach that gives him enough carries, he could end up passing Walter Payton in the next 2 years? I don't know if he plays a second year. I don't know if Adam Gase is available a second year, but that'll be his pace, right around 700 yards a season. That might be doable for him. And while it's doable for him, it'll be a freaking nightmare for Le'Veon Bell. And for the team, too. Because that means you're leaving yards on the field that you could be gaining. So, yeah, that could be a real problem.